the other misconceptions that we commonly hear is that there aren't creators on Snap, or it's difficult to work with them, or it's hard to find them, right? And so, and these things always build out of usually almost nothing, and then all of a sudden people talk about it. So can you provide just an overview? Because I think the sheer number of creators on Snap is phenomenal by itself, but then just the content being created, how much is being created, just the power of things like Snap Stories.
Yeah, I mean, so there's like tens of thousands of creators from across the globe that are using Snapchat as verified creators on the platform. They're creating, all different types of content. So they're creating spotlight content, they're creating public stories. I think a recent stat would like show that there has been a 200% increase in engagement with spotlight content and a 3x increase in, year over year in the amount of public stories created by uh, Snap stars on the platform. So it is a large community that it continues to grow. And they're creating like this cool and exciting content that people want to interact with. They're creating stuff that, as Katie talked about earlier, is just like super authentic and really kind of like down to earth. And then we just continue to grow our community as well. Like I said earlier, there's 800 million people who use the app every month, over 414 million people who are using it every single day. We're going to have earnings this week, and I'm sure that those numbers will grow as well. So, yeah, it just continues to be like kind of a large, vibrant community that we're continuing to invest in. And so we're trying to think about how do we make it easier for brands to also work with these creators. So we have things like our, like I talked about earlier, our Snapstar Collab Studio, where you can kind of go and find specific, creators on the platform and find ways to like work with them. You can kind of source them and really like partner with them. We also now have a creator discovery API where, let's say you're like, looking to integrate into an API to figure out who's on Snapchat, to figure out, what creators are there and what their audiences look like and things like that. We now have a, API that allows you to kind of go and tap into that. And then also finally, we recently launched our paid partnership label. And so that's where like, hey, let's say, Katie's doing a deal, for, a specific brand. She can go and like kind of tag that brand with the paid partnership label. And then the brand can say, hey, yeah, I see this content. I approve for this to go and be created and have our paid partnership label. They can in the future also kind of use that content to go and create ads on the platform as well. So we're really continuing to invest in ways to make it easier for brands and creators to really connect on the platform.